Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I found a different spot to fly a drone today, and this is going to be a little bit different because I'm kind of under a canopy of trees, but this is a spot right on the Boise River. So I've got the Mavic Mini, and we're going to do a hand launch and a hand catch, and essentially we're going to have to be careful because we won't be able to come directly down because there's a canopy of trees over me. But I should be able to get out over the river here and take some pretty cool videos. So yeah, let's quit messing around. Let me get this little guy in the air and let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got everything fired up here. The drone is not asking for any kind of calibration. We've got satellites. We're in 2.7K, so I'm going to go ahead and start recording now. And you can see by what you see on the screen there that that we're in pretty close quarters here. So I've got the drone sitting on top of its case, and we're going to take off from there. And then obviously we're going to have to do a hand catch when we get back. So you're not going to be able to see the actual takeoff, but let's go ahead and get the thing in the air. So there you go, you can see the drone. Nice, easy takeoff. It's so nice to have a nice, stable platform that like DJI provides us. Let's bring it in here a little bit. And by the way, I'm using the DJI Osmo Action to record audio and to film this. So normally we would do mess around with the drone a little bit. You know, while we had it close in, but we're in such close quarters here, I'm not going to risk anything. So we are going to immediately back it off out over the river and get into open air and get some altitude. So reverse, and then we'll go up. And now up. And I am looking at the drone here. Let's adjust the gimbal down so you can see where I'm standing, and you can see that canopy of trees there. You know, I can't go straight up, so when we fly it back, we're gonna have to fly it back into these this group of trees. But let's back off here and let's get some more altitude. So you guys can see where we're going here, and I need to make sure I get above all these trees, and we're doing that. Sorry guys, I'm a little nervous on the sticks because this is, you know, I've never flown here before. So I'm trying to be extra safe. So you can see the spot, my red Durango, that's where I parked down there and then took this trail. So let's just back off from here and see if we can get the bigger picture. I'm still going to grab some altitude. And you can see off in the distance there's kind of a gravel plant here, and I don't, what those pools of water are, I am not sure. But this location, it's close to the Idaho city of okay, we're at max altitude. So I'm sorry I stumbled there. So we're close to the city of Middleton. I'm going to drop a little bit of altitude because if we don't, we'll keep getting that warning about being at max altitude. So it kind of gives you a look at the Boise River here. And this time of year, it's you know, there's not as much water as you might see at other times, and you can see there's a lot of islands. And so this location I took off of is kind of a fishing area where people sportsmen access, so that you can get in and do a little fishing. Kind of got out here early enough that, and this is during the week. This is on a Wednesday. Let's pick up the gimbal just a tad. Get to that rule of thirds. It's kind of a hazy day today. There's a lot of forest fires around the west now, so I think part of what we're experiencing is smoke and haze from the forest fires. But also, as you can see, a lot of farmland here. Motion at my front door. I should have turned that off. So it's kind of weird here. It almost looks like they've got the Boise River kind of flooding out into those other areas. So I assume that, I mean, clearly that's a purposeful thing. Yeah, we're getting signal interference because I'm shooting through the trees here. So we're not going to push this. Yeah, I'm trying to yaw around here and trying to stay pointed, and as you can see, it's getting a little bit wonky. So let's come back. Hey, like I said, I'm under this canopy of trees, so it makes it a little bit difficult to get a good signal. And this is, after all, a Wi-Fi drone. So we're going the other way down the river. This would be essentially due east. And you can see the haze in the air. I think part of that is cloud cover, and part of it is, quite frankly, the forest fires and stuff that are going on around the west. I'm not aware of anything close by here where I'm at in Idaho, but boy, I know that smoke really travels. Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to be able to get out on one of those islands and take off from there? So again, I saw this as an opportunity to show you guys something a little different, and I don't know how far we're going to get down here either, because we are going to run into signal interference again. One of the cool things about the Mini is the recording time that you get with this guy. You know, we're at 71% battery and almost 7 minutes in the air, so this little guy does pretty good. So I'm trying to keep the antennas pointed towards the drone, but again, I'm under this canopy of trees, so I know we're going to be limited here. And if it goes into return to home, yeah, signal interference. So let's come back. And I'm trying to yaw. And maybe yeah, there we lost signal completely. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm trying to get it back, but it'll go into return to home here. So when we get a decent signal here, we'll cancel that. Okay, I'm going to cancel return to home. Okay, so right kind of in the middle of the screen here, you see that little road. Yeah, weak signal, it's still saying, so let's keep coming this way. And you can see my Durango down there. I suppose I could have taken off from where I have the Durango there, but it would have been a little more clear, but this is fine. So I'm going to see if I can yaw around and kind of show you. This company, I believe, and I don't know, you know, clearly they're flooding these areas for a reason. I don't know if that's how they get the gravel out of them or what, but you can see this operation here. Let's lower the camera down. And they're clearly getting some gravel out of that, and I'm sure that's for construction or whatever. So maybe we can get down over that a little bit. Give you a little closer look. I don't want to go too low because again, we're trying to keep a good connection here. Whoops, sorry about that. Yeah, aircraft signal interference. So let's turn around. And I've got my antenna facing directly towards the drone here, and I'm getting some altitude again. Let's bring it back towards us, and maybe we can get some flight, lower flight over the river here. Although again, I want to be careful because I don't, you know, obviously there's a lot of trees and so forth around here, so don't want to crash my Mini. So we'll bring it in here. I'm lowering altitude, bringing it forward. There's my Durango down there, and I am just in that big bunch of trees down there is where I'm standing. So the drone has got to be pretty much over the top of me right now. Let's adjust the heading here, and I'll get my bearings. And I hear the drone. Okay, I'm going to drop the camera down on the drone just for my own, so I can yeah, get it down. And so yeah, there you can see where we're at down there. Let me drop the, let's bring the drone straight down. Till I get line of sight on it. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the camera here, and look, trust me, this picture looks like we're a lot lower to the water than we are. I've got eyes on the drone, and it's up there. So, and we're facing the opposite direction. Let me turn around here, and you are going to see where I'm standing. There we are, right there. Okay, let's go ahead and turn around, and let's go down the river a little ways. And again, I'm going to be very, very careful and keep line of sight on the drone because there are a lot of trees here. So there we go. Let's go down river a little ways here. I'm actually going to put it into, we're in P mode. I'm going to put it into Cinesmooth mode because I don't need to be going that fast right now, and it makes it a little bit easier to control. So I hear some people just showed up, so we might have some company here in a second. Try not to yaw too much here, so you guys can get a good clear picture of this. But ladies and gentlemen, the Boise River. And we'll turn around here in a second and bring it back. Yeah, I'm already getting signal issues, so because I'm kind of behind this island, so I don't want to mess with that. We're going to turn around and come back. That's the thing about a Wi-Fi drone is, you know, you're going to run into those kind of problems, whereas an OcuSync drone like the Mavic Air 2, I'm quite sure I would still have solid signal in a situation like this. But let's bring it back to us here. And we're kind of over the top of a little island in the middle of the river right now. And of course it's low enough that that we definitely want to be careful of the trees. This is fun to explore. I still haven't got eyes on the drone yet. Should be coming up here pretty quick. Yeah, well, I can see myself. Oh, there's the drone, yeah. There she is. So I'm not going to bring it in that hole that you see right there where I'm standing. I'm going to go on the other side here. So we're going to go past this. And in fact, I'm going to yaw around here. And let's see if we can I'm trying to keep my eyes on the drone and fly it at the same time here, guys, because I don't want to back it into any trees either. So I'm going to come forward a little, because I'm going sideways and I can't, with this tree in front of me, I can't see every inch of it like I would like to. But I think we're good. Yeah, we're good here. I'm just a little paranoid, folks. As I bring the drone sideways. You know, I know that there's a lot of drone pilots that would do this without any grief at all. Wow, I'm getting some weird movements in the drone here. We're bringing it in. It was weird, I got some uncommanded movement there. The drone was moving even after like right there. Holy cow. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting it over land. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, guys. It was moving around there a little. So I got it over here. It was weird. I had my hands completely off the sticks and it was moving to the drone's right, my left. That was very strange. I don't know if it was wind or what, but we are going to bring this guy in and see if we can do a hand catch. Okay, there we go. The little Mavic Mini. The only exciting part I had there was when I was over the river there in the last minute. I was in cinema mode, and the drone, it was barely perceptible. I had my fingers completely off the sticks, and it was descending a little bit, and it was also moving to the drone's right, my left. I have no idea what that was about, whether it was a gust of wind or something. Yeah, we're down to 21% battery, but it didn't say anything about return to home. We were very close in, so anyway, that was really strange, but let me get this shut down and we'll do a conclusion. One thing you should always do on this drone is turn off recording, and we're going to do that right now. There you go. Let me shut it all down. Hey, okay everybody, the little Mavic Mini proves its worth once again. So yeah, this is just a new spot, and I bet it was really fun to find a new place to fly, even though it's really close quarters. I think we got to see a neat part of the Boise River and see some of the territory around here. The Mavic Mini just excels. Obviously, being a Wi-Fi drone, we weren't able to go out very far, and we kept it up pretty high. Except for at the end there when we were bringing it in. We went down river a little ways, and I thought that looked pretty good on FPV, so I'm anxious to see the video when I get home and see how that looks. But man, awesome little drone. And in close quarters like this, the only thing I'll say, you know, small drone, handles real well, works good. The only thing I will say is when I had it hovering out here, it seemed to be moving around there that was uncommanded by me, and maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there was some wind that came up, but it even looked like it descended a little bit at one point. And of course it's over water too, and they warn you about that with the downward facing sensors, that over water can fool these guys sometimes in what they think their position is. So now that I think about it, I'll bet you that was it. We were over fairly placid water here, that it probably was messing with these downward facing sensors, and it was trying to figure out where it should be in space. But once I started bringing it in, it was just fine, and as you could see, I was able to just maneuver it right in and effect a hand catch there. So anyway, a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoyed flying it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I really do appreciate you taking the time to look at this video, and there's no doubt about it, we will see you on the next one. All right, bye now. Mavic Mini, just an awesome little drone. See ya.